So the fig orchard is expanding again. So you saw us plant all of this behind me over the last few weeks here, and we got this entire fig orchard planted out, ready to go, and essentially what I thought of as done. However, when we planted all of this, I decided to expand the space between each fig. We've got 15 foot wide between rows and 15 foot wide between trees. So that limited us to the number of figs we could plant. And then all the way down on the corner, I took one of the figs out so I could round the corner off. And I did the same thing on the backside way over there because it kind of dipped down into that little river area that's flowing back there. The problem is, I can't quit buying figs. So lately, I've been just doing more and more research. Now, I already had, this is 34 varieties out here. I already had like 40 something, 42 varieties or something like that. So I didn't know what I was gonna do with those other varieties. I was just looking for places around my property aside from the fig orchard, and then it hit me. There's our chicken coop, there's our berry orchard. We got our blueberries and our raspberries and apple trees, and then you saw the back side of this orchard over here. Here's our gate here to enter into the outer area. We used to have cows out there. We're not going to do that anymore. And then the fence runs all the way down here. So where we cleared all these trees out here, let's just walk out here and you can kind of see it as we go. So we go through the gate, and my thought was always to kind of curve this area, because I kind of need a drive area to get a tractor out there or whatever, curve around to the edge here, and then possibly putting a barn out there someday. I don't know, these are all long-term plans, but the pond is going to go in straight out here. I started thinking about it and I go, what am I going to do with this other side? See, he built up this area here with soil as well, out to that big maple, and then that, I don't know if that's an ash or what that is, but and then we've got the burn pile, but we've got this whole swath of land over here on the other side of the figs. Wouldn't it be beautiful if we had this drive area just go straight down here, straight to the pond, instead of curving off to the side, and then we had a whole nother set of figs on this side. I could fit, I mapped it out kind of by foot, I could start over here and fit 2 rows all the way down here, the same distance apart as these guys, 15 foot and then 15 foot between rows, all the way down. So when you come through here, you'd have just a nice, beautiful monoculture fig orchard on either side. Now I know monoculture is not what is the thing right now, and people say I'm trying to get away from that, and you know, I don't like monoculture, but here's the thinking. First of all, aside from, you know, food forests and monoculture and all that, I love the look of an orchard that is laid out like this. I think it's absolutely gorgeous, and to have them on the other side too, everything would just flow really nicely together and look absolutely stunning. That's one. Two, I've got almost 10 acres. This property from that tree back goes another 5 acres back that way. Once we get this burn pile burned down and all this wood out of here, I still got room on the other side of all this. There's our fence line. Let me see if I can get down here. If you look way out here, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little berm of dirt way out there. Just on our side of that berm is the fence line. So I've got way more room. I could plant peaches and nectarines and all kinds of other plants out there, and trees and fruiting varieties. I could do more of a food forest further out that way. So in my opinion, there's nothing wrong with liking the monoculture look. We've got room for all of it. And I think down the road I intend on doing more of a food forest type setting further out beyond this orchard. So let's get busy and map out this area. So now we need 15 foot between this and the next tree. All right, 49. There we go. I love this old girl. right, we got 5 more figs out here. I got an Olympian and a green Ischia. Or is it Ischia? So basically what we did was open this up for 12 more figs on the other side of the orchard over here, so it'll all just kind of flow and blend together. I've got 5 of them that I was able to set in place, and what I've got left then is 7 to go on down the way. I've got a few cuttings trying to root in the greenhouse, and I've got some more figs that I've been buying on the way. Been buying figs like crazy, but we'll be able to fill this out probably by the end of summer. So I think for now that concludes where we're at with this little fig orchard. That will open up enough room for 46 total figs, which in the beginning is what I was really after, because that's about how many varieties I had. In fact, when I started going through them, I found I had a few fewer than I thought I originally had. And so this works out perfect because I got a few coming in the mail. Anyway, by the end of summer, I'm hoping to have 46 figs, or at least 44, with maybe enough spots for 2 more. There are a couple of them out there that are really small. I'm a little nervous about how they're going to get rooted into the ground. Maybe I should have kept them in here a little longer. We'll go over that in later videos in this little series. But for now, I think I'm going to conclude this one. I'm going to get out there and get these guys planted in the ground. We'll get all the hay around them, and I'll show you what this looks like once everything's set in place. I do need to mow. Yes, there are a ton of weeds growing up out there. Not a lot I can do about that right now. I will figure out what to do from here on with that. I did plant grass seed. I do plan to mow, so hopefully over time the grass takes over. It's a really aggressive grass that I planted. It's an orchard mix, a orchard pasture mix for like horses, and so it should be really aggressive and take over those weeds and just outcompete them. So in the meantime, be good, stay safe, hit the like button, subscribe, have a fantastic week. See you in the next video. Adios.